Vulnerability is a word that we hear a lot in the different things that we're learning and the way that we want to be able to be more authentic and open. And those are all wonderful words, but often I get questions around how do I do this? Especially if this isn't necessarily part of your personality traits, that maybe you're more of a private person or you really want to hold and protect people by not sharing all of the difficult things that are going on. And so your tendency is to be able to withhold information and then to be able to share maybe when it all rolls forward what all has been happening over time. So vulnerability as a leader is a tricky one, and it is a path that we have to continually take. But I think some really practical strategies that you can do, or you can assess if you do these already, is thinking about when you're sharing information, what pieces are you holding back? So one of the things that in the longest time that I was a leader with a group of people for about 10 years is that they had a lot of time with me. And so in my other leadership roles, I wasn't with people as long as that. But what was really intriguing about that time is, one, I learned a whole lot because it was one of my first leadership positions. The other thing is that I learned to be able to understand what I could share and what I couldn't share. When I did share certain things that were nebulous and maybe got people nervous, was that good or bad? So I got a good read for my team. What I would say is that you want to be as candid and open as possible. And I think it actually builds a lot of trust and connection to you as a leader when you're able to say, hey, this is happening. These are the things I know. These are the things I don't know. And I'll keep you guys posted. I'll share with you more. And then you do what you say you're going to do. You go find out information from your boss, or maybe you're in a critical meeting that you told them that, hey, I think I'll get some insight after this. And so I think it's important for you to be able to have that trust built with them so they're able to understand, okay, she really is telling us what all she knows about this. Now, that doesn't mean that I would leave a meeting immediately, go rally my group together and say, hey, I want to tell you everything about it. There was a lot of discernment that I learned, especially over those first few years, about when I could have a piece of information come in. I often would give myself a couple of days and would think through. I'd talk to my peers and ask them, hey, are you sharing this now? How are you managing some of these things? So that being candid was something that I had to learn and had to kind of test over time, but giving myself time from receipt of information, thinking about what I could share, what I shouldn't share, and then also saying, hey, there's some pieces that I have to hold confidential from you, or there's some pieces that I don't know, but I will let you know. I will tell you as soon as I can. And then they saw me over and over and over again doing exactly that. I think the other piece about this is sharing your own self-awareness. And so we're all on a journey to really uncover ourselves, and at different stages and different levels in our leadership and our careers, we uncovered new things about ourselves. So I think it's really important that as you're talking about transparency, another key buzzword, well, you're talking about, hey, this is how I approach this. Does anybody else see it differently? And I would say, and I've heard leaders say, this is my tendency. I'm always going to approach it with this angle. Where do you guys see flaws in that? What are some things that you also see? Because I know you see it from a different direction. So this inviting and this curiosity for collaboration, but also being really aware and saying, hey, I know I have blind spots. I know this is my tendency. I know that this is the thing that matters to me most. And sometimes I get wrapped around that a little bit. Can you guys help to unwrap that? Can you help me to make sure that I'm seeing other things? Is a team approach. It's also helping them see that you're human. And that you're going to receive their vulnerabilities and their challenges easily because you're able to share those openly. So vulnerability as a leader is something that we're going to continually strive towards, but tactical steps to be able to talk through different things, share different things, and also to test yourself and see, okay, maybe I'm withholding a little bit too much, or maybe I'm not sharing as much about how I'm feeling or what my approach to that is, will make a big difference within your team.